Welcome back to another episode of Waiting for Players. I'm Adam.
I'm Adam.
I'm Peter. And this is John.
And for once in this fucking long time, I'm just Josh.
For once, you're empty.
I'm just
you're empty inside.
just me.
Got Peter up inside you. It must feel weird.
Whoa. You got this big dick up inside
I was
you.
like Kirby, guys. I
Yeah, he
swallowed
swallowed
all
you
you
guys.
guys.
McDonald's
That's what
orange
we-
juice.
That's what we talked about. He swallowed you.
I got that 5 for 5 roast beef.
Nobody knows what the hell you're talking about.
I do. Yeah.
Well, you guys obviously have a
Futuristic sex
thing.
robots.
You guys obviously have a thing
Always
going on
on
up here that
scene.
me and Adam and Josh are not a part of. So
Yeah, it's called snuggling, bitch.
It's called I've been left out for years.
We have a special bond.
We do. Watch this. Quarter.
There's no quarter, though.
Magic.
oh man, you guys ready to get into the news?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that.
Pull out my cell phone.
So like we, I guess.
No, wait,
talked-
stop.
Wait, what?
So like we talked about last week, that there was going to be a Red Dead trailer. Well, there was one.
Yep.
So
It was a thing that happened. Looks pretty sweet.
it does look pretty sweet. It kind of answers a few things. So it sounds like it's not coming to PC, which is
Yeah.
upsetting.
Fuck that.
It also seems weird because I think that, I mean, that's cutting out a huge marketplace that would buy this game. You know?
Sale right here.
Yeah, because I
probably
missed the
sell right
first
there.
one.
Yeah, because Red Dead Redemption never got released on PC, and I
Foolish move,
I don't
Rockstar.
believe they would.
That's
They
bullshit.
have any plans on doing that.
They waited a year for GTA 5, which
That's like saying,
Destiny 2 is going to be on sale on PC, but Destiny 1 isn't.
That's like saying,
Sure.
you know what'd be really good? Let's just limit how much money we can make.
That you know who's a master at that is Nintendo.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, this shouldn't be
Oh,
that
I know,
surprising.
Skyrim's on it. You
Skyrim's on toasters.
Is that going to be the ongoing joke for the rest of the year?
probably.
Nice.
I
nice.
I
I'm
think
so
that-
glad it's October.
I think most people were, well, mostly were just hopeful, right? But we're assuming that they would do the same thing. Like, they would put Red Dead Redemption 2 on the PC, even though the first one wasn't, just because of the success of GTA 5. And,
Yeah.
You know.
And I mean, they were able to double dip with that because they waited a year. So people probably played it, then quit playing it. And then it's like, oh, it's coming out for PC now. I can play it with this friend. I'll
Yeah.
pick it up again.
Looks amazing. I mean, looks like a Red Dead Redemption game.
The graphics are tits.
It's very
They're
the...
tits. Not just tits, though. The tits.
The main character is kind of very different from John Marston, though. So they were both outlaws, whereas John Marston was an ex-outlaw, but he was very like a good guy, upstanding kind of thing. You know, I mean, you could play him a little fucked up because you could do some fucked up shit, but overall, like, the cutscenes always leaned to him going the good way, like yes,
was the
ma'am,
hero.
and this
Yeah,
and that.
yeah.
You know, right? Where this guy seems much more like an outlaw.
Yeah, it
you
seems
know?
like in it for me, you know?
Right. For gold, you know, all that
Sweet,
stuff.
sweet GB.
Honestly, though, if it was still like back then, I'd probably be a bad guy for gold. I'm
You
like,
can
I
be a
know how
bad
to
guy
get...
for gold right now, John.
Yeah, it's harder
It's
nowadays.
harder now. Yeah.
Move to Somalia, pirate,
Too many
rob
cameras.
cruise
I can't
ships.
just like ride a horse.
I
across
watched Captain Phillips, and I know that doesn't work.
Dude, Adam and I got to go see like a pre-screen of Captain Phillips, and they took our phones, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I was like, "It's Captain Phillips. What are we gonna be spoiling here?" But it was
Didn't this happen in real life?
yeah, it did.
They didn't want me to Google the ending during the movie.
Never mind. Know what happened. I'm out.
They don't want us to get footage of this unknown Tom Hanks. Like,
On the bright side, we did get our phones back, because
That's
I was a
true.
little concerned.
Yeah, I've been like, give me your phone. No.
I was like, I just got this phone.
For real though, you can't go in without giving us your phone. I'm like, you know, you can give me a refund.
Be like,
Yeah.
I will turn my phone off in front of you, you know,
And then turn it back on after I get inside. Or whatever.
so I can pirate this shit.
Can you believe these assholes tried to take my phone?
And then the first
Snap
cam
it all
quality
around.
video is from you.
But no, back to Red Dead. It looks fun. I really wish I could play it, but I'm not going to get a console for one game.
I'm gonna get a console for this and a couple other games.
I already own a console, so I'm just gonna buy the game.
Yeah.
So-
Me too.
Between Last of Us, all the Uncharted games, and now this, and the Tomb Raider games are better on PlayStation.
You have access to a PS3 though, right?
No.
No, I thought you did for some reason.
Do you want to
Why?
know the ending of Last of Us?
No.
You should just fucking play it.
I used to have access
This is
to
a sore spot
PS3.
between me and Adam.
One of the other things I never finished it either.
Oh,
Really?
I never
Yeah.
even started, and I
Oh, wow.
lived next to it. You own it though, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, all right.
He doesn't have an excuse.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
come
that's
over and
alright.
play Red Dead at Peter's house for hours, and he's gonna be like, "All right, my turn." And I'm gonna be like, "Get on your computer."
That's fine. I'm actually okay with this.
Right?
One of the other things that the trailer did confirm is there will be a prequel. So at the very end of this trailer, at some point in the middle of the trailer, there's like 2 or 3 people walking out and kind of like fire behind them or something going on. One of those people is Bill
John
Williamson. So
Oh.
there's people in the internet that think the other shadowy figure is John Marston, but that's obviously just people.
Yes,
Who knows, right?
Hoping.
But the one guy is Bill Williamson, which is the guy you were looking for in the first game as John Marston,
Okay.
and
So
the
it
guy that
makes
you had
sense.
the shootout with at the very beginning. And if you
And he
haven't played
shoots
the
you.
game, spoiler, he's dead by the end of it. So
Yeah.
the fact that he's in this game
Obviously
proves
it
it.
has to
Yeah,
be a prequel.
that and the fact that at the very end of the game they show Dutch, who also kills himself at the end of the first game.
Man, you were like a
Savant.
Red Dead aficionado. I'm just saying, there's not a lot of games I've heard you talk about where you're just like, I know all the shit.
It's called research, John.
Is that all research?
No,
Or
that
did you
was
play it
that was
and-
No,
experience.
actually, it was one of the games I played through until I got a platinum trophy. I actually beat it twice.
Word up,
Oh.
So
baby
when
Mike.
when Mike hears that, he's gonna be like, "It's the only fucking one that you got."
Mike hates this game. Don't know
But he
why.
loves platinum
Mike
trophies.
hates fun. That's just got to be what it is.
It's GTA Western. That's
Right.
all it is. It's fucking amazing.
And that's great. Did you guys ever play Gun?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
okay.
liked Gun a lot.
I like that.
So,
game.
best part about Red Dead, in my opinion, is the bullet time. And
Yeah.
during the campaign, you're supposed to hunt certain things. Bullet timing a bear with like a shotgun is so much fun because you're like face, arm, face again.
There's a lot of very hopeful people on the internet, which there's no proof for why they would think this, but that are hoping that at the very end of this game, John Marston kills that guy, the new character, and that you play as John
As
Marston,
John Marston at the
in
end.
the open
That
world.
would fit.
Like the sun.
That would fit the sun,
Right,
yeah.
right.
I don't remember a lot about Red
That
Dead.
would be awesome.
But I remember the ending.
Yeah.
Also, I was just thinking, like, all those awesome characters that are in Red Dead Redemption, there's a chance that you're not going to see them, like, in this.
I would doubt it. I mean, maybe they'll pop in a few just for
that firewater salesman or whatever that guy was selling.
He won't.
Yeah, he won't
because-
be in it, but
no.
he was awesome.
Yeah.
He's funny. Or like any of the guys that you encounter out in the middle of the desert. Like the dude that's lost always.
Yeah. The fact that it's a prequel means that it's more Wild West than the first game was.
Yeah.
The first game was a lot of themes of
Turn of the century.
right, modernizing, the government coming in and taking
Yeah,
control and stuff like that.
Well, because I know in the first one they had the railroad system set up, and this one, that's, at least from what people can tell, that's not the case.
Well, it would make sense if the railroads were there.
I think there's a railroad still.
It's
yeah.
electricity that you're thinking of. Like at the end of the game, there's electricity. There's not. There shouldn't be
Yeah,
in this one.
there's. I think there's a railroad because
There's a railroad in the
yeah
game.
in the new one. Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking better be. Railroads
I'm pretty
have been
sure
around
I
forever.
saw. I'm pretty sure there's a picture of a track, so that's what I'm trying to remember. But, yeah. But either way, I mean, that's really all the information that's out. There's nothing about a multiplayer mode, which was really fun in the last one.
Right.
So, I wouldn't be surprised if there was. They just haven't shown anything yet.
How do you do bullet time in multiplayer? Or did they just not have bullet time?
No, but the screen will change color. I don't remember how bullet time works in multiplayer.
I don't think they, unless you were playing like together and playing on a
Co-op,
mission.
yeah.
Yeah, the only way I think that you could do that in multiplayer or multiplayer competitive is when one person does it, it happens to everybody.
That'd be great. It'd be like perpetually slowed down.
Right.
It's super hot.
Super hot.
Wild.
That game is awesome.
Wow. Yeah, that's great.
Moving on into the news, there's some developments out of the Shadow of War DLC that was for the community man that died. The Forthog the Orc-Slayer DLC. It was originally created to immortalize Michael Forgy, a colleague who died during the development of the game.
Which is
go ahead.
really sad, but it's kind of awesome that they're pushing this initiative. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But apparently there was enough backlash from they were very wishy-washy about like who all got like to donate. Like the game would be $4.99 across the board, but only certain territories and states would give you donations, like the donation thing. It wasn't like line-wide. Mm-hmm. And they caught a lot of flack for that, so they decided to just fuck it, it's free.
Fair enough.
Hey, that's the best price for anything.
Yeah.
But they still donating to the family then?
Yeah.
Or?
If there is an interest in donating directly to the family, please visit their UCaring site. But I don't see them actually.
Gotcha. So it's like,
to.
okay, so the DLC is just free. If you want to give them money, feel free to
Directly.
yeah.
But
Gotcha.
the tone of the message suggests that they're going to be giving them money in other
Like
ways.
their
as well.
own, their own donation.
We now recognize that tying our donation to sales of the DLC was not the best way to achieve our goal of offering financial support to the family and creating a lasting memorial for Michael Forgy. We sincerely apologize to the fans and the Forgy family for the confusion we created. So it sounds like that they're very committed to getting this done one way or the other.
Yeah, which is good. That's the best part, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
But,
we didn't have the best execution, but our heart was in the right place.
Yeah.
Chris from Comics Brew is the one who pointed it out to me originally, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that is kind of fucked up, huh?"
Oh my god.
About 9 months ago, we talked about the ongoing SAG-AFTRA strike over video games.
Yeah.
Voice actors.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So that strike has now been ended, and it will go. The new wage will be the strike will end on October 21st, 2016.
Nice.
Right.
And they can all get back to work.
It's hopefully so. They've come to a tentative agreement, so that means it's not definitely set in stone. There still has to be some voting and stuff going on, but usually when you get to that point in negotiations, it's pretty
much going
sad,
through.
especially if they've let the press know and stuff. You know,
Right. They're like, we're feeling pretty good as long as they don't try to remove anything.
right.
Oh, I like this one. So the bonus payment, which is one of the things that they agreed on, which is due no later than the release date of the game, is based on the number of sessions worked on each game, beginning with a $75 payment on the first session and totaling up to $2,100 after 10 sessions worked.
Yeah.
That's important because like Hollywood has very strict definitions on what a session is, and I'm pretty sure it's a 4-hour period.
That's what they.
Wow.
It's a 4-hour day.
So, if any voice actor, normally their contract says if you work more than 4 hours, it goes into double time. They skip over time and a half or whatever. I don't think they measure it in time like that, like they do for labor. But yeah, let's see. This is an important advance in this critical industry space. We secured a number of gains, including for the first time a secondary payment structure, which was one of the members' key concerns. And the courage of our members and the fortitude of these many months has been admirable, and I salute them. We are always stronger together. And that's SAG-AFTRA President Gabriel Carteris.
Yeah.
Now, SAG-AFTRA is not just video games, too. It's Screen Actor Guild. It's the Screen Actor Guild and the TV side of it.
Right. Now the bonus structure seemed like it increases with each session, right? Is what it's saying. So that way you can't be. It's to fight being like overworked, pretty much.
Pretty much,
my take on that.
They'll also it's because of the the amount they'll squeeze into 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I saw there was also some like reporting stuff on there, like they have to tell you what the game is about, and if they're if you're gonna have to say any kind of like racial slurs or offensive.
The new
comments.
transparency provisions will enhance the bargaining power of our members' representatives by requiring the companies to disclose the code name of the project, its genre, whether the game was based on previously published intellectual property, and whether the performer is reprising a prior role.
Oh wow, cool.
Members
So like Nolan North before now wasn't told that he'd be doing Nathan Drake until he got to the booth.
Right.
Oh, wow.
That's
Right.
what this changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like then, because you should get paid more, right? If it's going to be a huge blockbuster game,
For
that's
sure.
Absolutely.
a sequel to,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They also mentioned members are also protected by the disclosure of whether or not they will be required to unusual terminology, profanity, or racial slurs, whether there will be content of sexual or violent nature, and whether stunts will be required. That last part, though, whether stunts would be what kind of stunts?
so
would
mocap probably.
Yeah, both
Okay,
the
yeah.
principal actors in Last of Us did all their mocap.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Nolan North did his for
What's a mocap?
Uncharted.
Motion capture.
Motion capture.
Oh, gotcha.
Mhm.
I
It's
was
better
like,
that way
covered
because
in
then they
balls,
can
John,
make
you'd like it.
they can make the animations match the person talking. That's general. They usually take the voice before they do a lot of animation, so that way that the uniqueness of the voice matches the physicality of the character.
Cool.
That's really exciting.
Yeah. Hopefully that all gets finalized and goes well. And hopefully they will get better contracts in the future.
Yeah, I will. We can all be like, oh, boo-hoo, these actors. Voice actors are the hardest working actors in the world. They're if there's anyone that deserves your respect, it's the voice acting community. They they do tough shit,
For sure.
especially the ones that aren't already famous.
I feel like voice acting would be much harder to do than acting face to face with someone.
It also doesn't give those actors or actresses the opportunity to get their identity through the noise. It's hard to recognize.
Yeah.
The only people that recognize voice actors are people that consume all the things that they've acted in, and then you're like, I've heard that voice before, and then you look it up and then you find it. But if you're like you said, if you're not already famous, or if you haven't had years and years of, but like if you're in a movie, if you're like you can get one breakthrough act when you're physically acting in something because people can see you and you're like, oh, that guy, I know that guy or that girl.
That's how we're all gonna make it. John's gonna be on stage and someone's gonna be like, I know that girl.
Yeah,
Pretty sure I hooked
you
up
can
with her
call
like a
me
week ago.
Jennifer. Or no, Katniss. Because I like bows.
Everploof.
Katniss Everploof. I like
All right,
that.
Peter won that exchange.
That's my new gamer tag. Katniss Everploof.
And then last but not least,
Fuck Nintendo. I mean, sorry.
yeah, Nintendo is banning their
Lame.
banning YouTube streaming essentially.
So, Nintendo's always fucking up.
Don't expect us to
Hey,
be doing
Nintendo.
any Nintendo stuff.
Why?
Yeah, exactly.
What are
They're
you
like,
doing?
don't you promote our games online?
Wait, did we just sneak that Zelda stream in? That
Oh no, we
Oh,
got
no, we got
clips
hit.
for that. Yeah.
Oh really? Wow.
Yeah, that's why we never
mean,
republished it. Well, it's one of the reasons why we never republished
Well,
it.
yeah, that's not.
We
the
also-
only reason, but
We also don't have we didn't.
we didn't
record?
finish it. And it was like 12 hours of just footage. No one
Yeah.
of us wanted to download and go through.
Yeah. Let's do highlights.
I mean, maybe if John would have been able to finish it, but
You guys wouldn't let me.
that's not true.
That's not true.
That's
You
know
are-
what?
that's
It's
not
me
As soon
true.
as
versus
John
you
was
guys.
like, "I'm going home," I
We
was like,
still
"We're
have
done."
the footage just because we didn't publish it.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to bring it out and prove that. That's right.
So Miles Greb
I'm
actually.
taking this to court.
Miles Greb told us that the reason that we were having so much trouble with it is because it was an emulator we were running.
Oh, really? Was he saying?
He
there
said
was,
we were.
like, input
You were
lag?
there. He was like, "You're losing frames and stuff."
I
and-
don't know. That was, we
Well,
won't
it's-
get into that
it
argument
usually-
just
Wait.
yet.
How does this affect marathon live streams for charities? Like, can they no
No
longer play?
Nintendo.
So go ahead, Adam.
They can't. So they can't monetize on YouTube. Is basically what it comes down to.
For charity's a different story, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but are you doing it on? I don't know if it's different. Like, the charity money would go wherever it goes, But any kind of I don't even know if you can monetize that on YouTube. But any kind of monetization you would make on YouTube you wouldn't get.
Yeah.
They would get all of it. So the Nintendo's Creators Club that they created. I forget how, a year ago
Couple
or
years ago,
something
year
like
ago,
that.
yeah.
You have to basically you sign up, and you have two choices. You can either submit your entire channel to them, your YouTube channel. So you plan on, we're just gonna stream Nintendo games. That's our plan or something.
Some of the people commenting on this think that it has a lot to do with PewDiePie.
With PewDiePie, yeah.
What's this thing with people?
He said the N word
He
on
said,
a live stream.
Yep. There you go.
And that's the danger of getting popular and then saying messed up stuff or offensive stuff.
He did it ironically, he says, or whatever, right? Like he did it to cause a problem, not to.
You still gotta kind of watch out what you say, though.
For sure.
Like, you know.
Granted, this is the internet, so nobody can actually limit you for what you're saying. But come on.
Well, Nintendo sure is trying.
Yeah. So the release that they said was 11:24 p.m. 3 days ago? Thank you for using the Nintendo Creators Program. We have updated the Nintendo Creators Program user guide with information on how revenue generated during live stream broadcasts on YouTube will be handled in the Nintendo Creators Program. Live streaming on YouTube falls outside the scope of the Nintendo Creators Program. This means that you cannot broadcast content on YouTube live from the account you have registered to the Nintendo's Creators Program. Please check the user guide for details. They said, Nintendo, thank you for your ongoing support of the Nintendo Creators Program. As YouTube continues to evolve, we will work to provide you timely information to help you manage your account with the Nintendo's Creators Program. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the title is Nintendo's Creators Program. 8 in 3 paragraphs.
Nah.
They should get an acronym or something.
They should have just put Nintendo at the bottom of that just to make sure
fun.
you didn't know what.
Did you know what it was from?
The NCP.
Love Nintendo.
Yeah. Copyright.
Hashtag Nintendo's Creative Program.
Yeah, I got that same email. I was reading it in the bathroom. I was like, what the fuck?
What the?
Which one was more shit? The stuff coming out of you or the stuff you were reading?
Both.
Yeah.
Equal value of poop.
So I guess Nintendo just doesn't want free advertising, right?
Pretty
much what it
so,
comes down
yeah,
to.
I mean, what it sounds like to me, for us as content creators on YouTube, I would think that we just stay away from Nintendo stuff.
That's gonna be
Which
what happens.
fucking sucks.
It absolutely sucks because we were talking about this earlier. Like that includes retro gaming too. And Nintendo pretty much owned old
retro-
school.
oh, yeah.
What I think though is the worst part about this is that Nintendo doesn't really need any help from us or other streamers like us getting their games across to the people that want to buy them. It's the people that make their games exclusively for the Nintendo platform that are going to have a problem. Like
Right.
those people don't have a well-known IP that is just going to be like, oh, that's fucking Mario. Well done.
Right.
But people making a game that you don't know for Nintendo now can't have
Splatoon.
advocators.
Splatoon.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
if that's 2 is
How are you
coming out
not
soon.
going to live stream a competitive game?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
Yeah. It's
most
just silly.
Most people watch games and then want to go out and buy the game afterwards.
Yeah,
Like,
so,
that's
like-
common.
Why don't they just make a
Common sense
disclaimer
marketing.
that says anybody who streams our stuff, we're not responsible for what they say. All right.
Because they want to take the money.
They want the ad revenue from YouTube.
Dollar bill.
Yeah, because we still could, right? So we could do a Nintendo game and then I could submit it to the website and we would get the 60-40 split or whatever it is,
Yeah.
Or we could just be like, fuck you, Nintendo, and we're going to stream anyway, but they're going to copyright claim our video on YouTube, which is fine. It doesn't hurt us anything. It
Yeah.
just, they take all of the monetization. Even if we don't monetize the video, they will.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And they will still get the copyright claim will still show up. It has.
It still shows up, but it's not like a strike.
No,
like
no.
We
So-
messed up like Badflix has gotten.
Hey.
Fair enough.
We have
What
we
is
have
this bad flicks?
released 4 Nintendo streams or 4 Nintendo
Yeah,
videos.
I don't think I submitted the drunken one.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
So which one? There were 2.
Was there two?
Yeah, Smash Bros.
Yeah,
and
that's what I was
the
thinking
3D
of.
Mario one.
Okay, I didn't remember that one.
That one was fun. So yeah, we've done 4, and I don't think we were ever gonna do another one, which sucks because those games are
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
And Nintendo has those party games down that are pretty good, right?
Yeah, they're a good live stream.
You know, but
I mean,
we
Super
just
Smash
can't-
Bros, Mario
Mario
Party.
Kart.
Yeah, Mario Kart.
We're
Nope.
damn
not
it!
for us.
I'm more bummed. Than
and
I'm not
I
gonna get
kind of wanted to
play
do a
those here.
playthrough of Breath of the Wild, so
Yeah.
Right?
that would have been
Yeah.
really good. That's one of those games that really people like watching, especially people that can't afford to buy a fucking Switch. So
Right.
This guy.
I can afford it, but don't
Can
really
you
see
afford
a
it?
point of it.
I don't want to. I'm not buying a $200 Zelda machine.
Yeah, that's
not
pretty much
happening.
my thought too.
You know?
That's
Oh,
the
well.
only game I'm gonna play on it, really.
Unless they come out with a fucking dope like console Pokemon.
I'm definitely not gonna buy
Dope.
Doom on it.
No. Or Skyrim.
I'm still wishy-washy on the Skyrim performance on the Switch, but
I just let it die, Bethesda.
let Skyrim die.
Yes.
Never.
Let it die.
Never.
I
Take its places in the halls of classics.
still think that Morrowind was better than Skyrim.
How much Skyrim did you play? Well, although most people say that.
I mean, I
Enough
played
to decide that I didn't like it.
I played pretty much all of them, and I think that Oblivion is still my favorite personally.
So Oblivion, I only played like a little bit of, and mostly just watched Ed play. But
I love that game.
yeah, I just always loved Morrowind. It's got good memories for me. The time it came out and when I played it was a good time.
I gotta say though, Morrowind had the most broken thing that you could do in that game, which was just alchemy. Like the funny thing about alchemy in Morrowind, it was based off of your intellect stat. So the more intellect you had, the more cool things you could make with alchemy. But in the very beginning, they got this increase your intellect potion. So if you knew how the system worked, all you had to do was brew intellect potions, and then you could max out your alchemy like really quickly, and then level up a bunch of times really fast, because you could just make the thing you needed to get better at alchemy with alchemy. And so I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. They're just like, yeah, all you need to do is make this one potion and then infinite alchemy, and then you can make anything.
They probably didn't think that. They were probably just like, we'll make a potion for every stat, including intelligence. 'Cause,
Probably.
You know, it should have one, not realizing that was...
And
them.
you could fly. If you did that, you could just make levitation potions and just fly around Morrowind. You're just like, ha ha!
Or walk on water and then like find that dwarf cave in the middle of the ocean
It's pretty sweet.
to imbue your weapon.
So before we go,
Lightning
Before
strike.
we go,
I want to thank everybody for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to check out Science Nights later this week. We got Steven. Steven's in town.
Nice. It's always fun with him around.
Yeah, and we talk about some physics with him. And then be sure to check out Comics Brews content every Monday, and we'll see. And we hope you watch the stream earlier this week of Pylon Rogue that John brought.
Yeah.
yeah,
Woo!
it looks really cool and hard.
So if there's nothing
fake
else,
enthusiasm.
Bye.
Bye.
bye.